Guys, welcome back to my channel and my plant vlog. So this is my Hoya Carnosa Crimson Princess. This was actually just a bunch of clippings that I got from my other Carnosa Crimson Princess, and she sits in a 6-inch pot. She also is just in a regular potting soil. I don't have a specialty soil for her. It's just regular. I don't use cactus. I don't use orchid bark. Other people actually use those kinds of soils. I don't. And again, she was just clippings, and now she filled a pot. So if you are very interested in what I do with this particular plant, keep watching, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell, and of course the like button. All my social media accounts are in the description section, including what I also use to water this plant. Because if you are new to my channel and my plant vlogs, I do have what my husband calls a water potion for my plants. So she sits about, I would say, between a foot to 2 feet away from a west-facing window, and there are 2 plants, I think, in front of her. And she gets water currently every 14 days, and that can change if it's, let's just say today is the time to be watered, and I feel her soil and I feel her, and she seems like she doesn't need to be watered yet. Then of course I will check in depending on how the soil is and her leaves. Usually 1 day, 2 days, I'll check again and see what I need to do, if I need to water her or not. I also do rotate her every time I do water. To be quite honest, I have been overwhelmed with my Hoyas, including this one, because when I first got into Hoyas, it was because I just got bored. And I thought, why not give it a chance? And I did. And I was so excited. I clipped my Hoyas, because everybody said they were such slow growers and not to be impatient with them. But in my experience so far, they seem to be growing rather quicker than I thought. A lot of people were saying that sometimes they don't even get a growth for 6 months. Yeah, that's not really how it worked for me. I've actually clipped her a few times, and sometimes it was accidental in a sense. If you're new to plants, sometimes you accidentally clip plants, and that is from you moving them around, and they get stuck and they get ripped and stuff like that. So anyway, from what I've learned and other people's Hoyas is that these just keep growing, and I've learned just not to trim them, because sometimes it will just grow and there won't be a leaf right away, but in a few weeks or a few months, there's going to be a leaf. This has never flowered for me yet, and she is kind of small so far. Also, when it's pretty dark, I do have a LED plant bulb, but it's about, I would say, 5 to 6 feet away from her, and there is a plant in front of her as well. So she's not really like in front of the window or in front of the light or the artificial light. Again, she sits in a west-facing window with a few feet away from the window. She gets watered currently every 14 days. And her soil that I do use is just Schultz potting soil. Nothing fancy. And I find that in the summer and in the winter months, because this vlog is actually very delayed, I should have done this a really long time ago. So because I researched like where this plant comes from, and they come from like a humid environment, and they actually like water, the Schultz potting soil for me, it doesn't really retain that much moisture. So far it's been really successful with all my Hoyas. But I do wait Hoya to me, they're not really that thirsty of a plant. And when you do overwater them even a little bit, they react right away. They'll yellow their leaves. So when that happens, like let's just say you watered it on a Monday, right? The next day, check the leaves right away because they're very responsive and they'll let you know, oh, it might have been too much volume, or yeah, too much volume that they can't, that they're kind of drowning in the moisture in there, or it could have been too frequently. So it's always, you know, you always check the water, the type of soil, and of course the light. And you always want to hit all of those requirements. If you guys have any tips, I'm always here to learn new things. I'm not a Hoya expert. Let me know down in the comment section. If you want to talk about this particular plant, let me know down in the comment section. Some of my Hoyas, I do stake them already, but I've been kind of loving her trailing a little bit. And I feel like if I stake her, I feel like I'm sending my kid to kindergarten. I don't know if anybody else feels like it. Maybe it's just me and I'm going crazy, but it just feels like she's growing up. And I don't want her to grow up that fast. So I haven't really staked her yet. But I do plan to stake her. Just like my other Hoyas that have grown, I have staked them. But those have been insane. It's not as controllable as this one. I mean, she's getting a little bit out of hand, to be honest. But yeah. And also there have been questions, the difference between queen and princess. Okay, so the princess, the variegation is in the middle of the leaf, and the variegation for the queen is in the outside of the leaf. So that's the difference. Again, I have never smelled any Hoya flowers ever in my entire life. I have never seen the flowers in person. And so that was the big reason why I stopped purchasing Hoyas and acquiring Hoyas and collecting Hoyas, because smell and fragrance is subjective. And what if she starts to flower and I hate it? Hate it. So that's why I stopped purchasing Hoyas. A lot of people say that the Carnosa varieties do smell like cocoa or chocolate. So hopefully that's okay. But from what I've read too, because for whatever reason, it's like not a lot of people really talk about that part of Hoyas. Some people have said that for them, they hate the smell. It's intoxicating, or they can't smell it. And there's even a kind of Hoya that one person said it smells like cat urine. So I'm really, really scared. And I hope I don't think that this smells anything bad or putrid, anything negative at all. So anyway, if you want to talk about this particular plant, let me know down in the comment section. I love you guys. You guys are just so wonderful and so supportive. And I hope you guys keep smiling, and I hope the rest of your day is wonderful as well. Again, anything else, let me know down in the comment section, and I can try to improve that and put that on the next update for this plant. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.